Hi students, in this video we are going to study about a new topic known as surface tension. Now before going to the topic surface tension, we need to study certain terms, and the first term is molecular range. Molecular range. Now if you take a molecule of any element, there is a range or there is a distance up to which this particular molecule will be able to attract the other molecules. Now this range is what we call, or this maximum distance up to which a molecule can attract other molecules, this is what we call molecular range. The maximum distance up to which a molecule can exert force of attraction to other molecules which is near to it is known as molecular range. And in the case of solids and liquids, the range is of the order 10 raised to minus 9 meter. The next term is sphere of influence. Sphere of influence. Now, if suppose I take this molecule as the center and draw a sphere, with taking the molecular range as the radius, then such a sphere is known as sphere of influence. The molecule at the center with the molecular range as the radius drawn to a sphere is what we call sphere of influence. Now any molecule which lies within the sphere of influence will be attracted by the molecule at the center. Okay. Now let us see our topic, surface tension. I hope these two figures or these two pictures you must have seen sometime in your real life. A water bug, that is a bug flowing or moving over the surface of water, or a pin which is floating on the surface of a liquid. Now surface tension, from the name itself it is clear that it is the effect that happens within the surface. Till now we were studying about the fluids which are flowing, etc., but this is the case of fluids at rest, the effect which happens at the surface of the liquid. Now how is this possible? We know if the density is more, definitely the object will sink into the liquid, but here in this case it is floating over the surface. The bug is able to move over the surface of the water. Now this is because of a phenomenon known as surface tension. Now what is surface tension? It is the property by the virtue of which the free surface, that is the top surface of a liquid at rest, behaves like an elastic stretched membrane tending to occupy the minimum surface area, the free surface of the liquid. In order to attain minimum surface area, it try to be a elastically stretched membrane, or we can define it in a different way. It is measured as the force acting per unit length of an imaginary line drawn on the surface of the liquid. So imagine we have a liquid in a beaker, and this is the imaginary line. It is the force acting per unit length of an imaginary line drawn on the surface of the liquid. In which direction is the force acting? In the direction of force being perpendicular and tangential to the liquid surface. The direction of force being perpendicular and tangential to the liquid surface. So this force will act in both directions and will try to stretch the surface of the liquid like a elastic membrane. Now why is liquid showing this special feature, or what creates such a situation in the surface of the liquid? For this let us consider a beaker which is filled with a liquid. Okay. Now I am going to consider molecules at 3 different points. This we can call it as point C, point A, point B. Okay, so I am taking 3 different points of observation. One which is inside the liquid, second one is on the surface of the liquid, and one just below the surface of the liquid. Now let us consider the case of point C. Okay, now imagine there is a molecule at point C, and this is a sphere of influence of that particular molecule. So what will that molecule do? It will attract all the molecules within this range, which means in all direction, which means the net force acting on the molecule at point C will be equal to 0, or in a sense we can say the molecules within this range will be attracting the molecule at the center from different directions, and the net force acting on the molecule at C will be equal to 0. Now let us take the case of point B, a molecule at point B. This will be the sphere of influence. Now the molecule at point B will be also attracted in all directions, but since a very small portion of sphere of influence is outside the liquid, the effect of downward force will be comparatively more. Now take the case of a molecule at point A, with this as a sphere of influence. Now only half of the sphere of influence is lying within the liquid, remaining half is outside, which means the downward force acting will be more. So there will be a net downward force acting on the molecule which is lying at the surface of the liquid, and there are many molecules on the surface, and if the downward force is more, means potential energy is also more. We all know the fact that for a system to be in equilibrium, energy must be minimum. So what is the option to minimize the energy on the surface, because there will be plenty of n number of molecules? To minimize the number of molecules present on the surface. And for this, what happens? The fluid acts like a stretched membrane and try to attain a spherical shape to minimize the area. And this is the reason for surface tension. This is the reason why surface of the liquid acts like a stretched membrane. If you take a water in a filler and you put a drop in the table, you can see that shape attained by the water drop will be spherical. If the volume is more, definitely the spherical shape will become flat because of the gravitational pull. The water is trying to attain minimum surface area so that its potential energy at the surface will be minimum. And this phenomenon is what we call surface tension. Next, so there is extra energy on the surface of the liquid, isn't it? This energy is known by the name surface energy. The energy possessed by the molecules of the surface film of unit area compared to the interior of the molecule is what we call as surface energy, and it is also defined as it is equal to the work done in increasing the area of the surface by unit amount, and is given by the equation surface energy is equal to work done divided by increase in surface area. So the unit is surface energy, work done, joule, surface area, meter raised to -2. So the unit of surface energy is joule meter raised to -2. Now one thing I forgot in the case of surface tension is equation for surface tension. The surface tension is represented by the symbol sigma. It is equal to force per unit length, F by L, and its unit is Newton meter raised to -1. Now let us see what is the relation between surface tension and surface energy. For this, we are considering a rectangular frame of wire. Okay. with one end movable. So A, B, C, D is the rectangular frame of wire and the end AB is movable. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to dip this rectangular frame of wire into the soap solution. You must have seen children making bubbles using soap solution by dipping it in soap, isn't it? Same way we are going to dip this rectangular frame of wire into soap solution. So a very thin film of soap will be formed in the rectangular frame. Now what happens? Soap is a liquid, so definitely because of surface tension it will try to decrease the area, and because of this surface tension the end AB will be pulled inward because of surface tension. Now length of this side is taken as L. So it is moving this side. If I want to move this side AB through a distance x and make it come to the position A dash B dash, definitely I have to do some work against the surface tension. So we are going to find out what is the equation for surface tension and hence how is it related to surface energy. Okay, so first the amount of force produced due to surface tension is given by F is equal to, we know surface tension sigma is equal to F by L, or F is equal to sigma L. Now we are forming a thin film of soap on the rectangular frame, so and soap has two free surfaces, so here we can write 2 sigma L. Now 2 is because soap has two free surfaces. Next, what is my aim? I am going to do some work and move the frame from AB to A dash B dash, and the amount of work done in moving the side from AB to A dash B dash is, we know work is force into displacement, and the force which I have to apply is equivalent to that force produced by surface tension. So W is equal to F into X, which is equal to 2L sigma X. Now the equation for surface energy is work done divided by increase in surface area, isn't it? So surface energy is equal to work done divided by increase in surface area, and the work done is 2 sigma Lx, and what is the increase in surface area? It will be length into the distance moved, so Lx, and since soap is having two surfaces, 2Lx, this and this get cancelled, so we can say at the end surface energy is equal to surface tension. I hope this is clear to you. Thank you.